Hola, buenos días or buenas tardes, año 7. Welcome to our third and final lesson of the week of your online Spanish learning. Okay, so let's start. Muy bien, entonces, por favor, escribir el título Tengo los ojos azules, subrayar con una regla. También, also, please write the date in Spanish y subrayar con una regla. And let's recap where we are as regards our aims for this week. So we've done lots on vocabulary about physical descriptions, word orders, singulars, plurals. And in today's lesson, we're going to apply all of that vocabulary in a paragraph. And we'll evaluate our work and set targets on how we can improve further. So your starter task, please, I would like you to pick a description of one of these two famous people and translate it to English. You only have to do one, but if you really want to challenge yourself, and I always would recommend that you do that, please do both of them. And it consolidates all of our learning that we've done with our new vocabulary. Okay, so pause this video and give yourself about 3 minutes to do that. Muy bien, excelente. Let's see how you got on with that. So these are the translations. So for Kate, we have, I'm white and I'm tall. Also, también, very important word, I'm quite slim. Sometimes I wear glasses. I have green eyes and I have brown wavy hair. And for Harry, we have, I'm English. I have quite long brown curly hair and brown eyes. I'm quite tall and slim. And this was a bonus bit. I love to sing. Me encanta cantar. Okay, hopefully you got on okay with those two translations. Continuamos. So for today's class, it's consolidating all of our learning with some really good practice. We're going to do a listening, a speaking, and a writing, and then end with our plenary. Okay, so just a quick, before we do go on with the consolidation, I do just want to give you a quick grammar reminder on descriptions. So everything that we've done really so far has been talking about ourselves. We've used verbs like tengo, soy, llevo, all in the first person, all about me. But today we're going to be extending ourselves a little bit and talking in the third person, so talking about someone else. And it's just a reminder, if we want to do that, we have to remember to conjugate the verb. So our three examples here, the verb ser, we've got soy, I am, es, he or she is, and son, they are. So for the verb llevar, we've got llevo, I wear, lleva, he or she wears, and llevan, they wear. And for the verb tener, meaning to have, we have tengo, I have, tiene, he or she has, and tienen, they have. Okay, so that's just a reminder, but please pause this video and just write that down so you can go back to it when we start doing some descriptions of other people. So pause for about 2 or 3 minutes whilst you complete that task. Excelente, muy bien, continuamos. So let's kick off with a listening. Vamos a escuchar, we're going to listen. So just a little bit of fun. There are 4 wanted criminals. A criminal in Spanish is un criminal. I would like you to listen to the descriptions of them and write them down in Spanish, en español. Okay, I'm going to be doing the listening for you. I have tried doing the recording, but for some reason it keeps working. No, it keeps not working. Technology is not on my side this evening. So I've given you the first example to show you what it might look like. So your first task is to draw that table in your books. Give yourself plenty of space. Pause this video whilst you do that. Muy bien. Okay, so it will be me doing the listening for you. And in the column, you've got the name of the person, nombre, description. So in the description, you'll be saying whether they're tall, short, fat, thin. You'll describe their ojos, their eyes. So you just need to write the color for that. Their pelo, and that could be rubio, rubia. So they're blonde. Describe their hair. It could be long, short, straight, curly. And then the challenge for the task is to note down any extra information that you hear. So there's no extra information for the first one, but there is extra information for all of the others. Okay, so I will only do it once. You can pause me and go back and listen again. I will do the example of Lola Jimenez so you can hear how it's going to be. I'm also going to do this a little bit quicker than you have been used to, because I really want you to practice listening to a slightly faster speed, a slightly faster Spanish. Okay, entonces empezamos. La chica se llama Lolo Jiménez. Es baja y gorda. Tiene los ojos azules. Su pelo, bueno, tiene el pelo rubio, largo y liso. Muy bien. Número 2. ¡Qué horror! ¡Qué horror! Es un hombre, se llama Alonso Núñez. Es alto y delgado. Tiene el pelo corto, castaño y liso. Y tiene los ojos azules. También es muy feo. Muy bien. Número 3. A ver, se busca una señora que se llama Berta Mayol. Es pequeña y lleva gafas. Tiene los ojos marrones. Su pelo, bueno, tiene el pelo pelirrojo y rizado. Muy bien. Número 4. Es un criminal que se llama Rafael Márquez. Tiene los ojos grises. Es alto y delgado. Tiene el pelo negro y liso y corto. También tiene barba y es muy violenta. Muy bien. Okay, so you can pause me now and replay me again so you can listen to it a second time, writing down the information. Let's see how you got on. So these are the answers. So you can see it all there. If you could please use a different color pen and mark your work. If you haven't quite got it right, please write it incorrectly. And as I said, this was all in Spanish. Give yourself a mark out of 20. Muy bien, continuamos. Vamos a practicar. So this is a speaking and writing exercise. I've put up pictures there of 10 different people. Some are celebrities, some I don't know who they are. And I would like you just to pick a person and describe 3 things about them. I'd like you to practice speaking that and then also just write it down. So for example, I've picked number 8, Zac Efron, and I'm going to say, es bastante alto y guapo. He's quite tall and good looking. Tiene el pelo corto y los ojos marrones. He has short hair and brown eyes. No lleva barba. He doesn't have a beard. Okay, so that would be my 3 things. I've said it out loud and obviously I would write it down. So please pause the video for about 3 minutes whilst you do that as well. Muy bien, continuamos. And finally, let's do a writing. Vamos a escribir, let's write. So I would like you to write a minimum of 30 words to describe yourself. And I've given you here 5 bullet points. You need to include all of these. The first is your hair color and describe your hair, whether it's long, short, curly, straight, etc. Describe your, give your eye color. You could also extend yourself by saying if you've got big or small eyes. Describe your height and your size. You can give 1 extra piece of information, perhaps your age, where you live, your nationality, or if you want to give some extra information about to describe yourself, perhaps that you're incredibly intelligent and good looking, for example, but maybe you're a bit lazy, you could add that in as well. And finally, I'd like you to describe someone in your family or a friend. Remember to conjugate in the 3rd person. So I have given you an example there of something for me. Please don't copy that example, just use that as an idea of how your paragraph should be written. And hopefully that's useful. If you want to really challenge yourself, please describe 2 other people in your family and a pet as well. I've used a pet in my example. Okay, so please pause this video whilst you do that. You're going to need to give yourself probably about 7 or 8 minutes to do that. Excelente, muy bien. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of that class. So for our plenary, please, 3 parts to this. Please write down what you have learned today. Please set yourself a target for improvement. Be specific with that target. Don't just write, try harder, write more. revise more. That's very, very generic. And if it's very, very generic, it's not targeted to help you improve. You need to be very specific, because then it's much more actionable. So if you set yourself a target, for example, to perhaps you've not quite understood the different hair types, you get them a bit confused, set yourself a target to really focus on that learning. And finally, take a photo of your work from today and upload it to Google Classroom for your teacher to review. Your teacher will be particularly interested to read your paragraph and see how all of your learning has come together. Okay, so well done everyone. Muy bien, bien hecho. There's been lots of vocab this week. You've done really, really well. Take care, and I will see you next time. Hasta la próxima. Gracias. Adiós.